I am your today's day teacher, and I will be assisted by the teacher assistant and the support teacher throughout this lesson. So let us make a start with the holy name of Allah. So I would like to request ST to please unmute a student for Tilawat.
Could I please request G4717 to unmute?
G4717. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Islam. Yes, I can hear you. We'll just start with Tawaz and Tasmir.
G. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربنا أفرغ علينا صبرا وتوفنا مسلمين. O Lord, pour forth upon us steadfastness and cause us to die, resigned unto thee.
Jazakallah. Moving on to our hadith for today. ST, can I have a student?
Yes, could I please request G4726 to unmute?
G4726. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahima wa ala ali Ibrahima innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahima wa ala ali Ibrahima innaka hamidun majid. An Abi Lubabata Bashir ibn Abdul Munzir radiyallahu anhu anna an-nabiyya sallallahu alayhi wa sallam qala man lam yataghanna bil-Qur'ani falaysa minna. Hazrat Abu Musa radiallahu anhu narrates that the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The one who does not recite the Quran melodious, not from among us, for example, not on our way." Al-Bukhari, number 7527.
Jazakallah. So next we have the Malfuzat. ST, can I have a student?
Could I please request G4736 to unmute?
G4736. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Sayings of Promised Messiah. One person humbly said, "Hazur, pray for me so that my tongue becomes able to speak well. It is unable to recite the noble Quran. Let my tongue recite well." The Promised Messiah ﷺ said, "Continue to read the noble Quran with patience. God will ease your speech. It is a blessing in the Holy Quran that it sharpens human intellect and speech gets better. Even doctors often prescribe this treatment for this illness." Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Moving on, now I will hand over the mic to TA for the quiz.
Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. We will begin our quiz for today. Question number 1 is, which of the following prayers is recommended to be recited when offering Sajdah-e-Tilawat? So, is it A, Allahumma arhamni bil-Qur'an al-Azim, or B, Allahumma ighfir li hayyina wa mayyitina, or C, Allahumma adkhilhu alayna bil-amni, or is it D, Allahumma sajada laka ruhi wa jasadi wa janani? ST, can I please have a student?
Yes, could I please request G4739 to unmute?
G4739, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. It's D.
It's D. That's absolutely correct. The answer is D. Allahumma sajada laka ruhi wa jasadi wa janani. Jazakillah. Moving on to question number 2. Which letter is called Munawwan in the rules of recitation? Is it A, letter with fatha, or is it B, letter with dhamma, or is it C, letter with tanween, or is it D, letter with sukoon? Esti, can we please pick a student?
Yes, could I please request G4737 to unmute?
G4737, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. It's C.
It's C,
Letter with
letter with
tanween.
tanween. That's absolutely correct. C is the right answer. Yes, as you can see here, letter with fatha are known as maftuh letter with dhamma are known as madmum letter, and letter with sukoon are known as sakin letter. Jazakallah. Moving on to question number 3. Can Muslim men marry idolatrous women? Which of the following statements is true? Is it A, yes, they can? Or is it B, yes, if they believe? Or is it C, yes, if idolatrous is a slave? Or D, no, they cannot marry in any case? Can I please have a student?
Yes, could I please request G4750 to unmute?
G4750, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Which answer do you think is correct?
I'm not sure, but D maybe?
D. Okay, let's check what's the answer. The answer is actually B, yes, if they believe. So moving on to question number 4, Jazakallah. Who was the first memorizer of the Holy Qur'an? Is it A, Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Or is it B, Hazrat Abu Bakr raziyallahu anhu? Or is it C, Hazrat Umar raziyallahu anhu? Or is it D, Hazrat Usman raziyallahu anhu? Esti, can I please have a student?
Yes, could I please request G4719 to unmute?
G4719, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. And that's A, Hadrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Walaikum salam. That's absolutely correct. Jazakallah. As you know, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the first person who the Quran was revealed, so he was our first memorizer. So moving on to our last question. Which verse has been referred to as the greatest verse of the Holy Quran by the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him? Is it A, Ayat an-Nur? Is it B, Ayat al-Istikhlaf? Or is it C, Ayat al-Kursi? Or is it D, Ayat al-Dain? Esti, can I please have a student?
Yes, could I please request G4769 to unmute?
G4769, assalamu alaikum.
Is it C, Ayatul-Kursi?
That's absolutely correct. Jazakallah. Yes, it is Ayatul Kursi is the correct answer. So with this, our quiz for today ends, and I'm handing over back to DT.
Jazakallah to you for the quiz. So we will now move on to our today's lesson. And in today's class, again, we'll be having a student joining us from the Al-Hafizun Girls Academy for surah practice to help you to improve your recitation and get better your recitation. Right, so let's make a start to our lesson, which is lesson 9. And in this lesson, we will be covering 2 rules. Izhar, Noon Sakin and Tanween, and second is Meme Sakin, which is clear pronunciation. So, what does Izhar mean? Izhar means manifestation. And these 6 letters, if you count Alif and Hamza as 1 letter, there are 6 letters of Huruful Izhar. And the rule is that if Noon Sakin or Tanween is followed by any of these Izhar letters, then we will pronounce that with clear sound without any sustained nasal sound. So it will be clear, short and clear sound. And they are called Huruful Izhar, but they're also known as Huruful Halki because they are articulated from throat. So for example, in this word, Rabbun Ghafurun, we have Tanween on letter Ba, and the letter following Tanween is Ghain, and Ghain belongs to the rule of Izhar. So that's why we'll pronounce it short and clear Rabbun ghafurun. And the second example, we have Noon Sakin example here. And the letter following Noon Sakin is Ain. And again, Ain is the letter of Izhar. So again, short and clear, An'amta. So you need to remember these 6 letters. Whenever they come after Noon Sakin or Tanween, it will be the rule of Izhar. So here are just more examples on this Noon Sakin as well. You have the letter Ain after this, so this will be Izhar again. Min alaqin. And in this example, you have Tanween on Mim, and the letter after Tanween is Ain. So again, this will be Izhar. Li yawmin azimin. And these are some examples of where you have letter Ha after Noon Sakin or Tanween. So the rule will be the same, short and clear, and without nasal sounds. And here are some more examples with all of these letters of Huruf al-Izhar. And this example is example of Noon Sakin using 1 word, whereas this one is Noon Sakin with 2 words, and this one is an example with Tanween. So this will be pronounced as Man amana adhabun alimun. So there is no need to have any nasal sound. Short and clear is just fine. So whenever you see Hamza, Ha, Ain, Fa, Ghain, and Ha, they are Huruful Izhar letters. Moving on, we have the rule of Mim Sakin. So the difference between Mim Sakin rule and the rule of Noon Sakin and Tanween is just that in Izhar rule, we looked at the letter after Noon Sakin or Tanween, whereas for Mim Sakin, we look at the letter after Mim Sakin. So the sound of Mim Sakin will be pronounced clearly for 1 second or 1 count if any letter other than Mim or Ba appears next to it. If it's Mim or Ba, then this will be nasal sound, but if it's not Mim or Ba, then we are supposed to be pronouncing without nasal sound. For example, in this example, this is Mim Sakin, and the letter after Mim Sakin is Lam. So this will be short and clear sound, Lam. And in this example, after Mim Sakin, we have letter Fa, which is not Mim or Ba, so this means no nasal sound. Lahum fiha lam yajidhu. In this example, we have Noon Sakin as well as Mim Sakin. So the rule was that we look at the letter after Noon Sakin and after Mim Sakin, and the Ain belongs to the rule of Izhar, so that's what will be short and clear without nasal sound, and after Mim Sakin the letter is Ta, so both will be short and clear. An'amta, lakum, lam yalid. So just remember that after Mim Sakin, if it's not Mim or Ba, then without nasal sound, and similarly for Noon as well, Noon Sakin and Tanween as well. If it's a letter of Izhar, then it will be short and clear as well. So this is what we just looked at. If Noon Sakin or Tanween is followed by an Izhar letter, it's pronounced clearly without sustained nasal sound, like you can see in these examples. After Noon Sakin, we have Hamza, Yan'awna, so short and clear. An'amta, man amana. And the second one, the sound of Mim Sakin, will be pronounced clearly for 1 second if any letter other than Mim or Ba appears next to it. And there are 26 letters if we exclude Mim and Ba. So there are 26 letters that are referred to as Izhar Shafwi. So the name is Izhar Shafwi for this rule. It is called Shafwi because it engages the lips. So we're looking at the example of Mim Sakin, and the letter after Mim Sakin is Dal. So this is Izhar Shafwi. Yumdidkum amwalakum. And this one, An'amta, Amlam. So you have both examples here, meme sakin and noon sakin. And they both are short and clear sound. The only difference that we're looking at the letter after meme sakin in Izhar Shafwi, and we're looking at the letter after noon sakin with tanween in rule of Izhar. So let us practice some words here. Let's see if you can identify if this is noon sakin or Izhar Shafwi. So I will request ST to please unmute a student. ST, can I have a student?
Could I sorry, could I please request G4768 unmute?
G4768, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Could you read the first three words for me, starting with Awz and Tasmiyah?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Hukama Arabiya.
Okay, so in this word, on kaf, this kaf is not the letter of kalkala. So it's the other kaf with the two dots. So this kaf, we don't need to make any jerking sound on this one.
Okay.
So try again.
Hukman Arabiya.
This one, kalkala is now fine, but it's not biya, but it's bijan.
Biyan.
Because there is a shad, yeah. Because there is a shadda, so you need to be stressing on the ya.
Okay, bijan.
And ra does not need to be prolonged because it's just a short vowel, so it'll be 1 second only. Arabijan.
Arabijan.
So try again the whole word.
Hukma Arabijan.
And on meme, you have tanween, right? So this will be hukman.
Okay, I'll read it again. Hukman Arabiyan.
And could you tell me which rule do you apply on this tanween?
The meme sakin rule.
Not meme sakin.
Oh yeah, sorry. The 2 seconds prolong.
No. It's the rule of tanween, right? Izhar tanween.
Oh yes.
So we look at the letter after tanween, which is ayn, right?
Yeah.
So this means it'll be short and clear. Hukman Arabijan.
Okay, so it's a haruful izhar.
Yes, it is. Ayn is haruful izhar, right?
Yeah.
Try one more time.
Read it, okay.
Yeah.
Hukman Arabiya. Bijan, sorry. Hukman Arabijan.
Ra is still 2 seconds. It should be 1 second.
Okay. Hukman Arabiya. Hukman Arabiya. Hukman
Arabijan.
Bijan.
Arabijan. Let's try one more time. Hukman Arabijan.
Hukman Arabijan.
Yeah, that's better. Jazakallah. Move on to the next one.
Alayhim Rabbuka.
Well done. Could you tell me which rule is applied on this one?
The meme sakin rule.
Well done. So what's the rule? What do we do?
It's a izhar shafi, the ra, because it's after the meme sakin, so we have to read it like lightly and slowly.
And short and clear.
And short and clear, yes.
Well done. And the third word?
Lakum dinukum waliyadin.
Well done. And could you tell me which rule was applied on this one?
The meme sakin again because of the dal and the vowel afterwards.
Well done. Jazakallah for coming on the mic.
Jazakallah.
ST, can I have another student? ST, can I have a student?
Could I please could I please request G4756 to unmute?
G4756, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Could you read the third line for me, please?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم منهن وأن أتلو خير الراحمين.
Jazakallah. And could you tell me which rule was applied on this one?
Noon sakin.
Noon sakin. So, and the letter after noon sakin is ha,
Ha.
right?
Ji.
So, which belongs to which rule? Huruf al-izhar.
Huruf al-izhar.
And what did we learn? What do we do when it's huruf al-izhar?
Sorry.
Is it a sustained nasal sound or without nasal sound?
Without nasal.
Without. So it should be short and clear without nasal sound.
Yes.
And this one again was noon sakin. Sakin. Yeah, well done. Jazakallah. And ST, can I have another student?
Yes, could I please request G4738 to unmute?
G4738. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. And this last line, please.
Okay. Do I need to read out Ta'awuzam Tasmiyah?
Yes, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب غفور عليم خبير جروف هار.
Try this one again.
جروف هار.
This is better because before you prolonged ra for 2 seconds. And could you tell me which rule you applied on this one?
It's the tanween.
And the letter after tanween is
ghain, so it's izhar.
It's the huruf al-izhar.
It's izhar, yeah.
And what about this word?
Tanween, after tanween there's a kha.
Well done. So short and clear sound.
Yeah.
And this one is tanween as well.
Yeah.
And could you tell me how would you read this word, the second line?
عليهم طيرا أبابيل.
And which rule did you spot in this one?
It's after meme. Is that the meme sakin one?
Meme sakin one. And the letter after meme sakin is?
To. So it's izhare shafwi.
Yes, it is. So do we do with nasal sound or without nasal sound?
Without nasal sound.
Without nasal, well done. And any other rule?
After tanween, there's after fathatain, there's alif.
Yeah.
So we do izhar.
Izhar again without nasal sound.
Yeah.
Well done. And carry on with the second word as well.
After meme sakin, there's a ya, so we don't do any nasal sound. It's izhar shafwi.
Yes. Well done, Jazakallah. And that's it. I will now hand over the mic to the TA for surah practice.
Jazakallah. Let me just share my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Jazakallah. So, assalamu alaikum, everyone. We will start our surah practice for today for Surah Al-Fatir, chapter 35. Inshallah, in the middle, we will also have a Tahsin al-Qira segment where a student of Al-Hafizun girls section will recite selected verses. And, as you know, Al-Hafizun is another project of Talimul-Quran department for children between the ages of 8 to 11 years old, and they memorize the Holy Qur'an partially. So let's begin with our recitation for today. ST, can you please pick a student?
Yes, could I please request G4702 to unmute?
G4702, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Can you start the recitation? with Ta'awuz and Tasmiyah? Jazakallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay, and can you start from
وما يستوي البحران هذا عذب فرات سائغ شرابه وهذا ملء أجاج ومن كل تأكلون لحما طريا وتستخرجون حلية تلبسونها وترى الفلك فيه مواخر لتبتغوا من فضله ولعلكم تشكرون.
Yes, please continue.
Okay.
From here.
يولج الليل في النهار ويولج النهار في الليل وسخر الشمس ويسخر الشمس والقمر كل يجري لأجل مسمى ذلكم الله ربكم له الملك والذين تدعون من دونه ما يملكون من قطمير.
Okay, Jazakallah. You have tried very well. There were some mistakes that I will go through, but majorly, if I have to say something, it's that during the recitation, please look at where you have to do waqf. That's really important. It's okay if you have very low breath and you can't take longer verses in one recitation. So, but not doing proper waqf in the middle and just reading non-stop, that's not right. So that, and also your accent, there's a lot of improvement in there that you can do, but I still say, you know, it's good that you have tried. I have mentioned some of the mistakes I couldn't find here. So would you like to recite from the beginning till here again, just to see if you can do it?
وما يستوي.
Good. Yes. So you have corrected the mistake yourself. And, you know, obviously I've told you, I haven't underlined that, you know, you haven't done, you paused quite a lot. So, you know, we can do waqf. For example, you've done the waqf here correctly. That is good. But if you are breaking these words, azbun, furatun, so if you break them, then that's not correct. So you either do waqf here, for example, if you want to do you want to recite from hadha and then do a waqf here?
هذا عذب فرات.
Okay, and if you do waqf, how will you read it?
Furat.
Excellent. So that's the thing, you know, you can do short words and continue waqf. That's completely fine. And moving on, you know, there were some mistakes again with the pronunciation and what word you had written. One other thing I wanted to mention was like, for example, the harakats. You know, do you know how long this is going to be prolonged for?
2 seconds. Warming.
Okay, I mean, what's on top of wa?
Fatha.
Fatha. And fatha, dhamma, and kasra, how long do you prolong it for?
1 second.
1 second. So that was one thing that's a major mistake. Please do not prolong for more than 1 second. And obviously, over here as well, I could see some mistakes, but you know, over here, I think you did pause again. And, you know, if we move on, you can do pause over here as well. Like, would you like to recite again from wa and You do pause here. Start from wa. Yes, please.
وَتَسْتَخْرِجُونَ.
Excellent. So that's what I meant, that, you know, that's going to make a bit different. I see that just doing a short pause, you have done the correct waqf, and also the harakat, you have made it right. You haven't prolonged for more than 1 second. And as you can see over here, can you recite this word for me?
فِدْلِهِ.
Can you recite it again? Just look at the harakat.
Sorry, فَضْلِهِ.
Yes, yes. So that's why, you know, the mistake, some of the mistakes I've highlighted, they had the mistake of either the fatha being changed into kasra or, you know, dhamma. So please make a note for that as well. And this sentence over here, sorry, 1 second. Can you recite from here? 1 second, and complete it till here.
Yes. يَوْلِدُ اللَّيْلَ فِي النَّهَارِ.
Okay, good try. It's yulijul, not yo. So you can see dhamma.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you do it again? Can you recite again?
Yes. يُولِجُ اللَّيْلَ فِي النَّهَارِ.
Yulijul
Sorry,
layla.
Layla.
Yes. Finnahar. So as you can see,
يَوْلِجُ
yes, please continue.
فِي النَّهَارِ.
Yes.
النَّهَارِ.
And do you see what's on top of noon here?
Yeah, Fatah and yes, I can see both there.
Yes, tashdid as well. So do you know about huruf gunna?
Yes, we have to make it stronger.
Yeah, we have to make it strong with 2-second nasal sound. So would you try it again from fi?
Finnaha.
Okay. Finnahar.
Finnahar.
Yes, much better. Very good. And over here, can you recite from Vayulijun and then continue till here if you can, if you have enough breath? Would you like to try?
Okay, so without the break of the lam, or with the break?
Yes, because la you cannot. That's why I was saying la means no, and you cannot break or you cannot pause here. If that's too big, you can also start from here. Fil layli, and you can start from here and then continue. Whatever is easy for you, you should look, but at the time, yeah.
Hunnahar ra fil layli wa sakhara shamisa.
Yeah, so
sakhara shamis.
Yeah, okay. Do you want me to recite it for you and you can recite it with me?
Yes.
First of all, over here, just if I look over here, Vayulijun nahar.
Vayulijun nahar.
Yes, because this is Jim, so I think you mispronounced it. So that's what I wanted to say. And then from fi, we can start. Well, if we have done waqf here, we'll have to go a few words at the back. So, Vayulijun nahara. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, you were saying something?
Yes, so I have to go back and then go with the next word.
Exactly, very good. And next over here, you've tried very well, but this is Sahara Shamsa.
Sahara Shamsa.
Yes, and if you want to do waqf here, for example, you read till fil layli was-sakhr, then you do waqf like that, okay? But if you're not doing waqf, then you'll just continue. So
yes,
that's very good. And, you know, just like I said, you're trying very well. Just keep practicing and inshallah, you know, you will get better with it. So Jazakallah. Okay, ST, can I please have another student?
Yes, could I please request G4703 to unmute?
G4703, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Islam, can you start with Ta'awuz and Tasmiyah?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وما يستوي البحران هذا عذب فرات هذا عذب فرات سائغ شرابه وهذا ملح أجاج ومن كل تأكلون لحما طريا وتستخرجون حلية تلبسونها وترى الفلك فيه مواخر لتبتغوا من فضله ولعلكم تشكرون. يولج الليل في النهار ويولج النهار في الليل وسخر الشمس والقمر كل يجري لأجل مسمى ذلكم الله ربكم له الملك والذين تدعون من دونه ما يملكون من قطمير.
Jazakallah, Asal Jaza, your recitation was very melodious, mashallah. You didn't have any major mistakes except for, as you can see that I've highlighted, are the same thing that I mentioned earlier to the student. Please do not make the mistake of pausing in between. It's the rule of waqf. Your recitation is very good with melodious voice, so please try to understand where you can break the verses in the correct place. So I've highlighted, for example, here, here, and here, where I could feel that you were taking a small pause, to get
it
your
is
breath
because
back.
of my breath, because I am not feeling well. That's why my breath stopped a little bit. That's why I'm sorry for that.
Okay, no worries. When that happens, and especially for competitions and stuff, when that happens, find the easiest place where you can stop. For example, as you can see over here, let me just quickly say, for you, there is a place for you to waqf. Why? Because you can see you have a long prolongation over here, and obviously you need more breath for that. You did waqf correct over here, Bahran, that's excellent. And you can either take a break here or either a break here. So in the middle of the verses, after you finish any word, but please do not break in the middle of the word. So for example, do you want to try again from هذا?
Okay. هذا عذب فرات
Excellent.
صائغ شرابه.
Okay, so sorry to interrupt you. Another thing, if you pause in the middle of the verse, then you'll have to go and repeat, either one word or two words. So you can either
Okay.
repeat from azbun, furatun, or just
Okay.
furatun. But it's up to
Oh,
you. But don't
okay.
stop in the middle and then continue. That's
Okay.
another rule, inshallah, you'll learn.
Okay.
Can I also ask you this word, how you recited it? Can you recite from hada?
Yeah. هذا ملح أجاج.
Good. So do you know which rule you have applied over here?
Here is ha is a izhar rule. Tanween after
Yes,
tanween is
excellent.
izhar rule. Yeah.
Because after ha we have alif, so you will
Alif.
not
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
a prolonged nasal sound. Instead, you will
Yeah.
just make it clearly.
Okay.
Excellent. And again, the other words that I've highlighted were just because there was a break in the middle. And,
Okay.
that's why you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Yamlikuna, this is not a thick letter. It's not a
Yeah.
takhfim letter. So
Yeah.
you have to be
Okay.
careful how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and I think, mashallah, you have done very well.
Okay.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Sal jazaa. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Alaikum. ST, do we have a student from Al-Hafizun present?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so can you unmute her?
Yes.
Jazakallah. So now we will have student from Al-Hafizun. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Let me just put on the slides. So can you recite from verse 14 till verse 15?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يولج الليل في النهار ويولج النهار في الليل وسخر الشمس والقمر كل يجري لأجل مسمى ذلكم الله ربكم له الملك والذين تدعون من دونه ما يملكون من قطمير إن تدعوهم لا يسمعوا دعاءكم ولو سمعوا ما استجابوا لكم ويوم القيامة يكفرون بشرككم ولا ينبئك مثل خبير.
Jazakallah, mashallah, you have recited very well. There wasn't any mistake that I could see, and you corrected the mistake that happened to yourself. And I hope the other students can also see that if you have done a mistake, that's completely fine. Just go ahead and recite it again. And also, the way you have done waqf, mashallah, was very good. So please keep it up. Jazakallah. ST, can I have another student, please? ST, can I please have
Yes,
another
could I
student?
please request G4733 to unmute?
G4733, Assalamu alaikum. G4733. Can I please have another student?
Yes, could I please request G4745 to unmute?
G4745, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Can you recite from Surah verses 14 till 15 from Yuliju, beginning with Ta'awuz and Tasmiyah, please?
Yes, please. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يولج الليل في النهار ويولج النهار في الليل وسخر الشمس وسخر الشمس والقمر كل يجري لأجل مسمى ذلكم الله ربكم له الملك والذين تدعون من دونه ما يملكون من كثمر إن يدعوهم لا يسمعون دعاءكم ولو سمعوا ما استجيبوا لكم ويوم القيامة يكفرون بشرككم ولا ينبئك مثل خبير.
Jazakallah. You've recited very well, and you've done well as well. There were just some points that I wanted to mention. Can you recite again till here?
Yes, please, Shana. يولج الليل في النهار.
Excellent. So you have corrected yourself. You made a mistake with Layla before, but you have recited well now. And the kaf, is this letter thick or thin?
It's thin.
It's thin. So it's a Turkic letter. So in your recitation, this kaf was recited like a thick letter. So maybe with practice, it will be better.
Just
okay?
yes, please. Yeah.
And over here, I think it was just because I felt that, you were taking a small pause here because of your breath. I think you were out of breath a little bit.
Yeah.
This happened a couple of times, so just please keep an eye that you don't break the word in the middle.
Yes, please.
And if you have done, that's completely fine. You can recite it again a couple of words later on.
Yes, please.
And can I ask you what sort of letter is Ain? Is it a thick one or a thin one?
I'm not sure.
Okay. It is actually a huruf halqi, of course, which means it's a throat letter. So
okay.
yeah, but it's also a letter of manifestation that we just saw today in the lesson. But the reason I was asking you was because I think you pronounced it like an alif. So
okay.
yeah. Do you want to try it again? Just
Yes,
this
please.
word? Yes, just
Yad'una.
yes. Tad'una.
Tad, Jazakallah.
Yes.
Tad'una.
Yes, much better. And in the next word, I think you made a waqf here, and then you recited it again, which was correct. Can you tell me how you will make waqf here? Starting from min.
Okay. Min dune.
Yes, now you have done it correct. So that was the mistake. You have corrected yourself. So during waqf, you will not recite the vertical fatha, and you will instead make it sakin, just like now.
Oh, yeah.
And again, can I ask you to recite here again?
Okay. Min kitmir.
Yes, much better. We had, you didn't prolong the mir long. It needs to be prolonged for 2 seconds, as you know, huruf al-mad here. So that's why. And I think, again, it was just you broke a little bit here because you were out of breath.
Okay.
And can I ask you how to recite this word, this letter for me?
Ah.
Yes, like alif, so not like ain.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so that was a mistake because there was ain next to it before it, so obviously it's difficult. But that's why you have to be careful that you do not mix it.
Yes, please.
Good. And can I ask you to recite again from here?
Okay.
Till
Why?
here.
Okay. Wa yawmil qiyamati.
So can I ask you, what is this on top of meme?
That's a fataha.
Yes, so the mistake you had done was you made it a kasra. So it's one of the major mistakes, so that's why you have to be careful.
Yes, please.
Yes, وَيَوْمَ, excellent. And mostly again, it was just the pronunciation of kaf, and you have done it correct anyway. So jazakallah, sanal jaza.
Jazakallah.
So we are at the end of our class, and I will hand over to DT. Jazakallah for taking part.
Jazakallah to you. So let me share my screen. So let's quickly recap which rules we covered today. So we looked at the rule of izhar, noon, sakin, and tanween. And we learned that there are 6 letters of huruf al-izhar, also known as huruf al-halki. So if noon, sakin, or tanween is followed by any of these 6 letters, then it will be pronounced clearly without any sustained nasal sound. And secondly, we looked at izhar shafwi, the meme sakin. And there are 26 letters if we exclude meme and ba. And meme sakin will be pronounced clearly without a sustained nasal sound if it is not followed by a ba or letter meme. So please revise and apply these rules in your daily recitation as a homework as well. And let us now move to the concluding prayer. Because we are short of time, so I'm just going to read out the prayer. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma inni abduka wa ibnu abdik wa ibnu amatika nasiyati biyadik madin fiyya hukmuka adlun fiyya qada'uk as'aluka bikulli ismin huwa lak سميت به نفسك أو أنزلته في كتابك أو علمته أحدا من خلقك أو استأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك تجعل القرآن ربيع قلبي ونور صدري وجلاء حزني وذهاب همي. O Allah, I am your servant, the son of your servant and the son of your maidservant. My forehead is in your hand. Your command concerning me prevails, and your decision concerning me is just. I call upon you by every one of the beautiful names with which you have described yourself, or which you have revealed in your book, or you have taught to any of your creatures, or which you have chosen to keep in the knowledge of the unseen with you, to make the Qur'an the delight of my soul, the light of my heart, and the source to remove my grief and sadness, and dispel my anxiety and fear. Ameen. Jazakallah. So inshallah, see you all in the next class. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.